Welcome back, everybody. It is the Conway and Whitman Show, and we're live on 97.1 Free FM. It's a little after 9 o'clock. That must, or a little before. Well, it's actually almost exactly 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
Just about 9 o'clock exactly here in Southern California.
A minute delay here. It's a couple seconds before 9. That must be News with Robin, everybody.
Now,
C74.
live from high atop the Miracle Mile, here's Robin with the news.
All right. What's in the news today, Robin? Hey, Jerry, turn your mic on.
Jerry,
Hey, Jerry, turn your mic on. All right. Is it on?
Hello. Test
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Hold on one sec. Hey, Jerry, mark this down. 9 o'clock every night, you got to turn Robin's mic on.
Okay.
Thanks, bud.
After the news sounder.
Guest 6.
Yes, thank you.
Right, try to get that down.
Good note.
How long you been doing the news, Robin?
About 6 months or so.
Jerry, have you been in there? You've been in there much more than 6 months.
No, only for like a couple weeks, actually.
all
I'm
right.
still learning.
Okay.
All right, then.
Oh, I'd believe that, actually.
All right. What's in the news, Robin?
Well, last night a Southern California police department received the strangest call about a DUI that has possibly ever been reported. In this bizarre story, a woman called 911 on herself, stating she was too drunk to drive home. And we have the audio of this strange call. D166.
All right, D166. Somebody calling the cops on themselves, ma'am.
I know somebody could follow me home because somebody seems to think I can't drive home straight.
Okay, why is that?
Oh, he seems to think I'm too intoxicated to drive.
Okay, and so you called 911 or he called 911?
Well, he wanted me to call 911 because he thinks I'm too drunk to drive.
He thinks I'm too drunk to drive.
I think you're fine, baby. That's what she should have said.
No, he thinks I'm too intoxicated, so he wanted me to call 911. He thinks I'm too drunk to drive.
Story right out of Fargo.
Oh, it's so classic. That happened to a guy who used to work on the Corolla show. I can't mention his name.
Right.
But he had he was drinking and driving and went off the road into a ditch.
Right, he ditched his car.
Yeah, so he called 911 and said, hey, I need a tow truck. And the cop said, you dialed the police department, not the tow truck. Where are you? And he hangs up. They traced the call and nailed him.
Yeah, I'm intoxicated here, and
That's a great call.
he told me to call. I wasn't going to do it. I thought it was against my better interest if I made the call, but he persuaded me to do that. So I'm too drunk to drive, so that's why I've called tonight.
And I think it's worth mentioning that she was arrested and issued a $700 fine,
Oh,
but
boy.
not until she got home already and was pulled from her bed by the police department,
All right, here.
knocking on the door.
Let's listen to it again. It's a great call.
I know somebody could follow me home because somebody seems to think I can't drive home straight.
Okay, why is that?
Oh, he seems to think I'm too intoxicated to drive.
Okay, and so you called 911 or he called 911?
Well, he wanted me to call 911 because he thinks I'm too drunk to drive.
Too drunk to drive.
And by the way, I should tell you, dispatcher, I'm having this entire conversation with a moon pie jammed down my yap. She sounds like she's eating something.
How about them knocking on the door and then arresting her?
Oh, God, waking her up.
Oh, Bubbo.
How
I thought
terrible.
once you get home, though, you skated.
Oh,
Once you go through that door, you put on, you do that Heisman Trophy pose. You made it.
I don't think so.
No? Yeah.
I mean, for example, have you ever had, and I've never had this, but it would seem to me that, like, say you run a red light, and the cop is kind of following you but doesn't have his lights on or a siren,
Right.
and you pull in front of your house, he could grab you.
Is that right?
Sure, he could.
Well, how about this? If you're driving around,
I think he could.
Let's say you own like 5 or 6 acres, and you just driving your car around your property drunk off your ass. Can they arrest you for that?
On your own property?
Yeah.
I
I don't think they can.
don't think they can on your own property. Well, you know what I should do? I should put the car out front on the grass on the front lawn and really kind of do some donuts.
Rev it up.
Yeah, rev it up and.
All right, anything else in the news, Robin?
Well, on Monday, Senator Edward Kennedy announced his support for Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Yes, Edward Kennedy said the country needs a leader who can bring people together and create change.
I will drink to that.
Well, this happened to outrage the National Organization for Women,
F him.
who accused...
I have said for many generations to the National Organization for Women, F you, they got mad at me back in Chappaquiddick when I was driving Mary Jo, and the car went off the bridge, and I fled the scene, and when I returned to rescue Mary Jo in the car... I'm sorry. I thought I could.
I thought you could too, but I guess not in that context. All right, anything else? What's going on, Rob?
Yes, they did take this as a direct betrayal while he endorsed Barack Obama as opposed to Hillary Clinton. And we have more audio of Senator Kennedy's endorsement speech. K125.
All right, here we go. Kennedy endorsing Obama, man.
I feel change in the air. Every time I've been asked over the past year who I would support in the Democratic primary, my answer has always been the same. I'll support the candidate who inspires me, who inspires all of us, who can lift our vision and summon our hopes and renew our belief that our country's best days are still to come.
And the open bar doesn't hurt either.
Kennedy jumping on the Obama wagon.
Yeah, how about that, man?
Boom.
Wow. And that's a real shot for the Clintons because
I guess
the Clintons and the Kennedys have had a relationship for years and years.
Yeah, I guess the Clintons called the Kennedys and said, don't do that.
Do me a favor. Can I talk to Ted, please? I want to speak to him.
Who's calling, please?
Well, who the hell do you think that...
Oh, hold on one second.
He's still pissed, huh?
Hello there.
Hey, how you doing? What are you doing? I saw you on TV with that white hair swinging in the breeze, screaming about Barack Obama. I mean, what are you doing?
I said to the reporters, and I will say to you, that I want to be and need to be inspired by my candidate.
Well, you don't find Hillary inspiring? I mean, I don't. That's certainly true, but...
And I don't either. This call's over, Eric.
You know, it was a wild stage because you had Barack Obama up there, who's admitted he's done cocaine and all kinds of drugs. Then you got Kennedy up there, who's
drowned a woman,
drinking and driving, and killed a chick. And then the Patrick up there, the congressman.
Patrick. Eric can't hold down his Ambien.
Yeah, who's on Ambien and booze, driving around thinking he's got to vote for. Everybody up there is
Phenegrin, right? Didn't he have some Phenegrin? And by the way, I don't know if Senator Kennedy was drunk when the car went off the road at Chappaquiddick.
I don't know if he was sober either.
I don't either, but the chivalrous thing to do would have been to have gotten Mary Jo Kopechne out of the car first, not leave. It never called the police. Return, and then with a straight face say to law enforcement, when I returned, Mary Jo and the car were gone.
Jesus.
Yeah, like she pulled the car out of the river and drove it home.
In the evening. All right, anything else in the news, Robin?
Well, Sean Young has entered rehabilitation for alcohol abuse.
Are you serious?
Yes,
serious,
actress Sean Young, following a weekend outburst in which she was heckling from the audience at the Directors Guild of America Awards. The 48-year-old actress was escorted from the ballroom at the Hyatt Regency Saturday night after sparring with Julian Schnabel, who was nominated for the movie The Diving Bell and the Butterfly.
Great movie.
Yes, and we have exclusive audio of the outburst. S31.
All right, S31, man. Here we go.
Now, accepting the award for The Diving Bell and the Butterfly, here's director Julian Schnabel.
It is just a pleasure to be nominated for The Diving Bell and the Butterfly. It was a great...
Diving Bell and Butterfly. More like Diving Bell and I'm bored, fly.
Anyway, it was a great film, and it's great to be here among all us directors.
I wasn't even nominated this year. I'm bored. Somebody me. You. Hey, who said that? Yeah, you man enough to come down here and do it?
Anyway, it's a great thing to be nominated, and with all these other films like No Country for Old Men, and There Will Be Blood, and...
Blah, blah.
Wow. Can someone please escort Miss Young out of this building?
Hey, Schneebly, you can't talk to me like that. I was Catwoman.
No, that was Michelle Pfeiffer, not you.
Catwoman.
Well, she can certainly do the sound.
Hey, she used to hang out with our good friend Magic Matt all the time.
Big old Magic Matt.
Yeah, I wonder if Magic's still hanging out with Sean Young.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it is a big scam-a-llama dog. It doesn't friggin' exist.
Yikes.
All right.
Now, did you see Bruce Gary, Matt? Because Bruce Gary, former lead drummer for the Knack, who passed away. We don't have that audio. Because Matt had met with him.
What did Matt say about him?
Well, he went to the Sherman room with him.
Yeah.
And I said, Bruce, you look like effing ass.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Right.
How could we have gotten rid of that audio, that classic piece of audio, Jerry? Do you care not a whit about the show?
We never had that audio, Brian.
Sure we did.
No, you live in an alternate universe. We never had that audio. You can ask Randy.
I think we did.
We never had that audio. That was never part of our
It was
audio.
always Brian doing him?
No, because he called in one time and said that. But we never,
I
never
think
actually
we had it.
Right, we had it. It's 2 against you, Jerry.
I think we had it.
We had it.
I'd
I
say
have
we had
never
it.
played that audio.
I think you look like an F and S.
Yeah, we had it.
Jerry, please. All right, anything else in the news, Robin?
Well, finally, gearing up for his big interview on the Larry King Show this Friday, rapper Snoop Dogg took Larry to a pre-interview lunch at LA's famed Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles restaurant.
Oh, boy.
And we are lucky enough to have a priceless clip from this lunch date. L161.
All right, L161. So it's Larry King and Snoop Dogg at Roscoe's?
At Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, one of my favorites.
Oh, boy.
And this is real, by the way.
I like the Oscar.
I was going to guess that.
3 wings.
3 chicken wings, grits, 1 egg, and a fluffy biscuit.
Yeah. And then put that grape jelly in that biscuit, though. You got to have that grape Welch's jelly to go right up in that biscuit to just complete it.
Okay, I want to try it, too.
When I really stay in shape, I like to order egg whites.
Egg whites.
Yeah, because that's part of the key to this successful body of mine, is physique. So you understand me? So
because egg yellow is cholesterol.
Exesterol. Exesterol, cholesterol. You dig what I'm saying, y'all?
It ain't necessarily fattening, but it ain't good. But it tastes good.
So we'll do that.
The drinks.
I want water. Water is good for you nowadays.
I want an Arnold Palmer.
Bourbon.
That's a combination iced tea and lemonade.
That's what that is?
The golf did that drink.
That's the name of that drink?
Arnold Palmer. He invented it.
Give me a lemonade and a water. We're going to call that the Tiger Woods.
It is so embarrassing for all of white people around the planet that Larry King feels like he has to explain what an Arnold Palmer is in a black joint.
Right. And you notice that Larry gets the black talk going.
It ain't good for you, but it ain't fattening.
You know, something like, he's getting like into it. He's, like being a brother for a second.
Show business is the only business on the planet that brings those two together at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Otherwise, those two would have never met.
I would agree with that statement, Tim.
You know? All right, here's some more of Larry King and Snoop Dogg at Roscoe's.
Yeah, Larry, so this is my favorite spot right here, Roscoe's. So I figured I'd take you out here so you can get
How long have you been coming here?
Probably about 8 or 9 years.
What is it so special?
The way they mix the chicken wings with the eggs and the cheese and the waffles, this is the great combination.
How do you stay so slim?
Roscoe's. Come on in first.
This is a diet place.
Yeah, I like the Oscar.
I was going to guess that.
3 wings.
3 chicken wings, grits, 1 egg, and a fluffy biscuit.
Yeah.
I love the way that Larry King has to describe the meal.
And a fluffy
biscuit.
A fluffy biscuit.
I love when Larry says to him, they're talking about the Welch's, and Snoop Dogg.
Grape jelly.
Yeah, I got to get that grape jelly up in that biscuit.
I like the Oscar.
I was going to guess that.
3 wings.
3 chicken wings, grits, 1 egg, and a fluffy biscuit.
Yeah. And then put that grape jelly in that biscuit, though. You got to have that grape Welch's jelly to go right up in that biscuit to just complete it.
Okay, I want to try it, too.
When I really stay in shape, I like to order egg whites.
Egg whites.
Yeah, because that's part of the key to this successful body of mine, is physique. So you understand me? So
because egg yellow is cholesterol.
Exesterol. Exesterol, cholesterol. You dig what I'm saying, y'all?
It ain't necessarily fattening, but it ain't good.
It ain't necessarily fattening, but it ain't good.
Yeah.
What's up, my brother?
Why did he feel like he had to butcher the language then?
I don't know. Well, Larry wanted to be like a brother there.
It ain't necessarily good for you. It ain't fattening, but it ain't good.
Exesterol, cholesterol. You dig what I'm saying, y'all?
It ain't necessarily fattening, but it ain't good. But it tastes good.
It tastes good, but it tastes good. I'm a Jew from Brooklyn, but it tastes good. Yeah. And take some of that Welch's grape jelly and give this Jew from Brooklyn some of that Welch's grape jelly and put it up in that biscuit. Biatch. Give me that.
Water. Water is good for you nowadays.
Having an Arnold Palmer. Arnold Palmer created it. And give me some of that Welch's grape jelly and put it up in this biswitch.
I'll have an Arnold Palmer. That's a combination iced tea and lemonade.
That's what that is?
Yeah. The golfer invented that drink.
That's the name of that drink?
Arnold Palmer. He invented it.
Give me a lemonade and a water. We're going to call that the Tiger Woods.
It's over for Larry. Did they spend the day together or something?
I think they did.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. This is the only restaurant where you can get breakfast, lunch, and dinner all at the same time, Larry. You feel what I'm saying?
Larry.
I say you working over there. Work that out, Larry.
Chicken's fantastic.
Work that out.
It's a great review from Larry.
The chicken's fantastic. If I do have a massive coronary incident before the check comes, please, here's my credit card and make note of where the defibrillator is. But before, Snoop Dizzle, give this Jew from Brooklyn a swab. Give me a schmear of that Welch's grape. That Welch's...
Work that out. They got that seasoning sauce.
Chicken's fantastic.
Give me a
harder for her than for you.
Give me a schmear of that Welch's grape spread and put it up in this biscuit.
Chicken's fantastic.
Work that out. They got that seasoning sauce. See, that ain't that shake and bake.
It works.
You like that?
Gotta go to work. I'll see you Monday.
He had a good taste.
Be good, Larry.
Looking forward to it, Snoop.
Yes, sir. Can you put all this in like a doggy bag? Because he left so fast, and I want to eat his and mine. You know, we don't want to waste his good food.
Would you? Oh, God.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, would you ever eat Larry King's leftovers?
Whoa.
No problem. I'll get your doggy bag right now.
A guy will eat anything. You will eat anything if you'll eat Larry King's leftover Roscoe chicken and waffles.
See how Larry do me? He roll out like that, so I got to get the doggy bag and do it like that. I'm going to pack us a little lunch, Larry, so next time I see you, we'll be on point like Stacey Adams. So quick. Roscoe's, y'all. Big Snoop Dogg. We'll be back after these messages.
Hey, great promotion for Roscoe's.
I'll tell you.
International TV.
And I think on the video I saw, if you can handle this while Larry's having his Roscoe's meal of an Arnold Palmer. He orders like such a gentleman of an Arnold Palmer. He's wearing a pink shirt.
Is that right?
Yeah, I believe Larry's wearing a pink shirt and pink suspenders.
I bet Snoop wasn't wearing pink.
Would you, Tim,
wear pink?
Eat Larry King's leftovers. If you went to...
No, I would not.
No, hold on a second. If you went to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles with Larry King...
Right.
...and you had like half a meal with Larry, and then Larry said...
All right, Tim, I got to go to work. I'll see you Monday. Thanks for a good time.
Would you then, if you had half the egg and half the biscuit and half
No, I would not.
For $10,000?
Yes, I would.
You'd eat all of it?
You bet.
$5,000?
Yes.
$1,000?
Yes.
$500?
Yes.
$100?
Nah.
$300?
$500.
For $500, you'd eat all of Larry's leftovers?
You bet.
Whoa.
All right. Jerry Wachowski?
Set that up.
Jerry Wachowski, how much to eat all of Larry King's leftovers?
I'll take 100 for it.
He'll do it for nothing, man. That guy's a pig.
What's wrong with it's not like he's slobbering over everything.
His teeth and everything? Old Jewish dude.
Well, we're both Jews, so I don't mind that.
I know, but he slobbered.
If he wasn't Jewish, would you eat it?
No,
Is it something against the Jews?
No, it has nothing. I'm glad you asked. It has nothing.
That's thinly veiled anti-Semitic
No,
remark,
it has
actually.
nothing against the Jews. What it has to do with is,
Is he Catholic? You would eat that?
No, I wouldn't. If he was Catholic, I wouldn't eat it. If he was a Catholic, is Christian, I wouldn't eat it. But what I'm saying is,
but a Christian isn't Catholic necessarily.
That's correct.
Right. What if he was Asian? Would you eat it then?
No, it doesn't matter his ethnicity.
Those people cleaner than Jews?
His ethnicity or his race doesn't matter. If it sounded that way, I retract it. All I'm saying is this. When old people eat, they usually spit food back out onto the plate. And
Jewish people? Is that what you're saying?
No,
dare you.
old people. And those little niblets of food are going to be, I'm sorry, Robin, are going to be on the plate, and you're going to have to eat it. So,
all right, everybody.
Hey, keep talking. I want to see Robin throw up.
She's all right.
All right, anything else in the news, Robin?
That's what's happening.
There she goes. She
From Miracle Mile.
Sorry, in Los Angeles.
All right. That's the news, everybody. All right, it is the Conway and Whitman Show. We're live at 97.1 Free FM.